Hey there guys, welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grotz. Today we're going to be battling out in the battle plan Tectonic Interference. In this mission there are 3 objectives along the center of the board, and at the start of each battle round we have to roll to see which one is the alpha, and then the other 2 become the beta objectives. And the alpha is worth 2 points, and then the betas are just a part of the battle round. Alright, so we're going to be playing it out in our urban badlands here today. Got a bit of our foresty area from the realms of Gur, and then into our bit of our ruined settlement over here on the right here. So all 3 center objectives, kind of nice little laneways to battle it out in and force us to fight over some terrain. It's going to be an awesome one. Let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, Patrick here. Today I'm going to be playing my Maggotkin of Nurgle today. My leader for today is going to be my Rotbringer Sorcerer as my general. He's got the command trait Infernal Conduit, so what that lets me do is I get to roll a d6 in my hero phase and get to the chance to generate some more contagion points, which will be really nice for some extra summoning potentially. Spell, he's taken the Gift of Disease, which lets him target a unit, I believe 21 inches away, and give them disease point and all other enemy units within 7 inches of them. It's a really great spell. Then also I have the amazing, awesome rockin' Glottkin. He's taken the spell, the Blades of Putrefaction. Select an enemy unit with that one, and then on 5s or 6s to hit, they get the infected points. So it's really awesome to help rack up that infection rate. Then also I've got my Lord of Plagues. He's taken the artifact, the Splithorn Helm, which gives him a 4-up ward save, which is going to be really awesome to help keep him around. And then also, as you can see, I'm taking Be'lakor today. I just really wanted to bring Be'lakor. Don't get a lot of chance to use him or really see him outside of Legion of the First Prince. He doesn't get any bonuses. It's not like he gets like the ward save for being a Maggotkin or anything, or even get to take one of their spells. But just pretty bare bones Be'lakor, I think, is still really awesome, and just it's going to be really helpful as he's also going to be something fast to move around in my much slower army list. And then for BATTLELINE, I've got 2 units of 5 Putrid Blightkings, and then a unit of 10 Plaguebearers. Just really hoping each of them kind of go with one of my characters, just kind of give them some support and help them out, and then maybe get that counter charge off with the Blightkings and the Glottkin there would be really awesome. I'm going to be taking also a 1-drop today, and then just Be'lakor on his own. So 2 drops for me today. I'll be playing the Befouling Host, which lets me take the 2nd tree that I can place to also, again, just increase my footprint and get some more contagion points faster. And then my grand strategy is prize sorcery, so keeping one of my sorcerers alive. And then my triumph is inspired, but I am at 2,000 points exactly today, so Jesse will be getting the triumph. Let's go take a look at his army.
Alright, so today I'm bringing my Nighthaunt again. Trying out a more MSU style list to see if makes Scarlet Doom a little bit better. So running down the list, like I said, I'll be playing Scarlet Doom. My grand strategy is hold the line, and then my triumph is inspired, so +1 to wound. Starting with my leaders, I have my general, who is the Guardian of Souls, and he has Cloaked and Shadow, so he can only be shot once per turn. He also has the artifact Beacon of Nagashizzar, so he can bring back a model to each unit on the battlefield. And then his spell is Seal of Shyish, so giving a 5+ ward save to one of the other units. I also have a Spirit Torment, who has taken the Arcane Tome with the spell Soul Cage. And so what Soul Cage does is it lets unit within 12 inches fight last. So pretty good at slowing stuff down if I want to keep some of my others, maybe heroes, alive or something like that. I also have Lady Olinda with Spectral Tether, so it lets her teleport around. I have 7 units of 10 Bladegeist Revenants. These guys are going to be counting as Bladegeist just because I don't have the other ones painted up yet. And then I also have a unit of Chain Rasps that's not shown here. For my formations, I've got... so all the Bladegeist are going to be in Hunters of the Heartland, as well as the Chain Rasps. And then for my heroes, I have them getting me an extra artifact, which is going to be the Arcane Tome on the Spirit Torment. And that rounds me up to 1940 points.
Alright, so here we are after deployment. Got my 2 units of Blightkings with my Lord of Plagues on the right, followed closely by the Glottkin and Be'lakor more to the center, with my Plaguebearers and my Sorcerer in the center. Kind of just with my unit count and just how Jesse has a lot more units than I do, feeling like I can't really omit to trying to hold down 3 objectives. I kind of have to win and focus on 2 and then force some units to go and then hopefully gather the 3rd one later in the game. And then with Jesse's deployment, got the Nighthaunt all stretched out here, all the Blade Guys kind of deployed nicely, 2 units near each of the heroes, and then 1 unit, the proxy unit on the far side here. Those guys are Blade Guys Revenants, for those who didn't catch that in the intro. And then Jesse decided to take 2 of his units, one of his unit of Chainrasps, and then 1 unit of Blade Guys start going back up into like Reserve or the Ethereal Realm, and are going to appear again later. So just to be annoying for me, I had 2 drops, and then Jesse had a lot of drops, so it's my choice, and we're gonna let Jesse go first. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. So we'll be back. Turn 1, Nighthaunt hero phase, and we've already rolled to start off the cycle of corruption. Just to show our roll here, so I got a 4. So it is on the Plague of Misery, which makes it so that heroes that do not have the Nurgle keyword cannot carry out heroic actions or issue the Rally or Inspiring Presence commands. Alright, we'll be back with Nighthaunt turn 1 hero phase.
Alright, so for my battle tactic, I'm going to be doing Ferocious Advance. So I'm going to just be doing these 3 in this blob here. So just advancing them up, trying to get some objectives, that kind of thing. For my heroic action, I'm just going to try and get a command ability on Olinder.
But you get no heroic action.
Oh, right.
Yes, because
you
of the
blocked
Plague
me.
of Misery this time.
All right.
But I am going to try and get a command point on the Glottkin. I do not.
Okay. And then for spells, I'm going to cast the 5+ ward on the unit in the front there.
Sure.
So that fails, I think. It goes off actually on a 5.
On a 5, I think I'm in range for the nothing.
Should be.
Yeah. Just double check that. I'll roll it. So
Did
we'll stop it as long as I'm in range. I'm pretty sure Be'lakor has
Yeah,
more than enough range.
Oh yeah, way more than.
Yeah.
And then we'll also just charge a arcane bolt on the arcane tome one.
Sure.
Nope.
All right.
Unsuccessful hero phase, kind of, but that's all right. We'll for sure get our battle hack, so we're just gonna move into the Nighthaunt movement phase.
All right, we'll be back at the end of turn 1 Nighthaunt movement. All right, so end of turn 1 movement phase for Nighthaunt. Unit of Blade Guys from the far side moving up, securing the far left objective from my end. Linder and the 2 unit of Blade Guys both advancing down the center, getting Jesse his battle tactic. And then the central objective for this battle round is the alpha objective. So this one is worth 2 points, and then the betas are worth 1 point. Another unit of Blade Guys and the Guardian of Souls coming around the other side of the Dino Bones. And then a couple of unit of Blade Guys and the Spirit Torment coming around and towing the objective on my far right side. So getting Jesse all 3 objectives and his battle tactics. So he's going to get 2 points for the alpha and then 1 point for each beta, so for 4 points, and his battle tactic for another 2 points, getting Jesse 6 points for his first turn. And that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 1. So we'll dive right into Maggotkin turn 1 hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 for Maggotkin. My battle tactic is going to be Glory to the Grandfather, so I'm just trying to destroy more enemy units this turn than my opponent does to me. So since I get to go second, this is a really great battle tactic when you're going second, I feel, just because it really helps you dictate the pace, and if you just have to isolate and get just 1 unit down, you can get that battle tactic really easy and save one of your destroy tactics for later in the game. For my heroic action, I'm going to try and get a command point on the Glottkin. He does not again. And then we're going to get into contagion points. So Jesse has 1 unit just slightly in my territory, so I'm only going to get 3 points for having one of my units in my territory. 2 contagion points, 1 for each tree, my tree on the right, and then my second tree on my left there. And then for his command trait, I'm going to see if I get some more. So 2 to 5 gives me 1 extra contagion point, 1 gives me nothing, and 6 is D3. So there's going to be 1 extra there. So I'm going to get 6 contagion points this turn. It's not a bad start. And then for casting, we're just going to start right off with the Gift of Disease from my general here. So that's going off with an 11. You're going to try and unbind that guy.
I think I'll let that one go through just because it's such a high cast value.
Sure thing. And then we're going to be targeting this unit like right here on the edge of the bone. So it's going to pick every other unit within 7 inches of them. So it's going to be essentially like everything along the center here, both characters, and then even that unit over on the edge there. So they're all going to get 1 disease point. We'll make sure we'll add that up and show you guys that in the hero phase there. That's going to be it for his casting. Be'lakor is going to try and cast Enfeeble Foe on the front unit of Bladegeist here. He gets that off with an 8, and this gives them -1 to their wound attacks.
Alright, we'll try to stop that with Lady Olinder.
And stops that with an 11. Alright, now I think he's going to charge, no, he's going to Mystic Shield the Plaguebearers here. So he gets that with a 7.
Try to stop that with the Guardian of Souls.
Thing. Oh, that's cocked.
I'll just reroll that one there. Oh my.
Nope.
No, yeah, no.
So it'd be 6 there to 7. So that'll go off. So these guys getting Mystic Shield. And then the Glottkin is going to do his Abundance of Flesh on the front rank of Blightkings. So give them an extra wound per model. That's going to be a fail. And then he's going to charge an Arcane Bolt. And he gets that with an 11.
Alright,
Alright.
that one go through too.
That will be it for my casting. And I think that is it for turn 1 hero phase for Maggotkin. So we'll be back after turn 1 movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase. Plaguebearer is moving up, getting ready to charge in here. Be'lakor flying in, getting nice and close, dangerously on the bones here. I advanced with my Sorcerer to get him kind of danger close up front there, but I needed him to toe on the objective here. Just did a kind of quick model count here, and Jesse has, I believe it was like 24 models count on the objective. And between my Plaguebearers, Be'lakor, and my hero, I have 17, so hoping to kill at least around like 8 models, and then that's also saying none of my Plaguebearers die here as well, so really hoping a bit goes our way, and then maybe get that alpha objective as well. Over on the right here, Glottkin moving up, 1 unit of Blightkings advancing, so they're all towing on the objective just to help get some bodies on there. This unit here is about a 9-inch charge for them, so they're going to attempt a long bomb alongside the Glottkin, hoping at least one of them gets in there just to help reduce the model count, and then hopefully we can get this beta objective as well. But not before we do the charges, Glottkin's going to be puking into the back row here. And also to mention, we can see actually all of Jesse's units were within 7 of this back unit here, but kind of chaining around the dino bones here. So everyone got their nice, awesome disease points. So really happy with that one. But now we're going to try and puke into the unit right in front of Lady Olinder here. So hitting on 3s with the Glottkin. No 6s, so no extra disease points. And then wounding on 3s. That's going to be 6 wounds at minus, doesn't matter to Nighthaunt. So 3 going through, just 1 damage. Oh, and so kills 2. 2 going through, I will take it. Alright, that's going to be it for shooting. Oh, no, into the back one there. Cool. Just didn't want to make the charge harder. I guess we'll start with a long bomb that we need here, starting with the Blightkings. Looking for that 9. That's a 7. That's not going to do it. Then we're going to go Mr. Glottkin. 9 as well. No. We're going to re-roll it with him for a CP. Oh, that's even worse. Okay. That's it for the right side. Now over here, going with the Plaguebearers. They're going to make it in. And then Be'lakor makes it in as well. So we'll come back after everybody makes their charges. Alright, so here we are after the charge phase. So Be'lakor crashing in, Plaguebearers charging in, and no monstrous action from Be'lakor because all of Jesse's Bladegeist are Hunters of the Hearthland, so he's going to be ignoring all of that. And then we're just going to get right into the combat here. I'm choosing not to kind of engage and try and get greedy and attack more than 1 unit here, just because with Ethereal and the ward save, Jesse has a high chance of keeping a couple units around, and I'm just really looking to make sure I get those points rather than overcommitting. So I'm going to just put all of Be'lakor's attacks right into this front unit and not pile them into these other units so they can pile in and try and do some damage here. Because again, I want to make sure all these Plaguebearers survive, right? Just for model count.
And I'll be using Discorporate on them to give them that 5+ ward.
You got it. And then we are using all-out attack.
Sure, so on a 5+ you don't get to use it.
Yep, we'll try it.
Alright. You get to use
it. It goes
it.
off. All right.
So that was Lady Olinda's ability, just so in case...
yeah, if you're within 12 inches of Lady Olinda and you go to use a command ability, she has the chance of just stopping it, and you use the command point, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a 5+.
On a 5+. Really cool ability. So, Blade of Shadows, hitting on 2s. It's going to be 7 hits. He doesn't give out the disease points, right? Because he is not Nurgle. Wounded on 3s. Ooh. Pretty sure it's 3s.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. So it's just going to be 3. So it stops 2. So 2 damage.
So 1 goes down.
So 1 damage, yeah. Yeah, to wound is only 3+. Yeah, see, that's why we're going to get greedy, because, see, it's already going bad, because Bellicord, just for whatever reason, just doesn't want to perform for me.
He always whiffs.
Yeah.
Whatever
Fell Claw, hitting on 2. Wounded on 3. Yep. And then same for the tail, so it's going to be 2+2+. 2. And wounds, 1 more.
I'll reroll that.
Goes through for 2 damage. So 1 more. So yeah, see, he did 2 damage.
Yeah, about that.
Woo! Bellicord, come on, man.
Get it together.
Alright, and then it's going to be Jesse's Plaguebearers, and I'm guessing they're going to go into the Plaguebearers here.
Yep.
Maybe that in just a second here. Alright, so Plaguebearers going into the Plaguebearers. I will be using all-out defense.
Alright, it's on a 5+. Don't get to use it. Get to use it. And then 3s and 3s. Ooh, some 6s. So those ones are auto wounds.
Yep.
And so 4 in total at -1.
-1. Just double check. Pretty sure they're just a 6-up, but I'm getting +2, -1. So I'm still at a 5-up. So 3. All going through. So what was 6 total?
Sorry. No. Just a 3 there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then weren't there 3 auto wounds from the 6s?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, so 6.
Yeah.
So 5 ups. Oops, so we take 2. So 1 Plaguebearer goes down.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Take this guy here so we don't disrupt, and we're still in coherency on the chains. And then just going to be our attacks back there. So it's just going to be 2, 4, 6, 7 with the Sergeant. So 8 attacks. And these guys are going to be hitting on 4s, 6s. So there's 1 6. So they're going to get 1 extra disease point.
Okay.
And then 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s. So it's going to be just 2 on your save. So 1 goes through, 1 damage.
1
Then
damage.
gets 1 more. But I don't think I killed nearly enough as I needed to, because I killed 1 or 2 from that back unit, or you stopped all the puke. We'll have to see too, because maybe at the end of disease.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the fight phase, so he went up to 2 from the hit, and then end of the fight phase he gets a 3rd disease point, and then we do disease here in the battle shock phase. Just double check. I think we do it at the start. We'll double check that. Alright, yeah, so it is at the start of the battle shock phase. So you're going to do this one here, because it's a really important one here. So 4 pluses are going to be mortal wounds on this unit of blade guys here. So I'd love a couple right here. So you're going to get 1.
Okay, just 6 up.
Nope, so it gets 1 more. And then really quickly, roll for the rest of them really quickly off camera here, just because it's just 1 per unit, and then they all go back down to 1 for disease points. And then we will really quickly see if I secured this objective. I think I didn't kill enough here. Okay, so we were doing the count again, so we're really seeing, so Jesse has 18 models to my 17 model count on the objective. Oh, actually I'd be at 16 because I lost the 1 Plaguebearer there, so I just have to see, so if the Plaguebearer can stand up and I can potentially kill 2 of these guys, 1 if the Plaguebearer just stands up, I can secure this point. So we thought we'd show off a couple of these rolls because they will impact 2 points for me, which is pretty big. So for the back unit, getting a disease, so they will take a mortal wound,
Yeah, 1.
6 up, they
Nope.
will take it. and then the unit behind them, they will not get it. Okay, and then does a Plaguebearer stand up on a 1? I do not. So that would still bring it down to Jesse's 17 to my 16. So I will not get the alpha here, unfortunately. And then that will be a scoreless turn for Maggotkin. Very unfortunately. I did not kill a unit because you would just auto-pass morale here. Or you wouldn't even lose. You can only lose 2 more guys here in the center here. So yeah, really bad not making one of these charges on the right here. So that's quite unfortunate for Nurgle, but hopefully we can get this double turn and recover, because otherwise we're going to be in a bad spot here. So for priority 3, that's a 6. I will absolutely take my double turn. I very much need it. And we're going to dive right into Maggotkin turn 2 hero phase. Alright, so turn 2 hero phase for Maggotkin. Battle tactic is going to be Conquer, so we're going to try and take this far right objective. The alpha for this turn is again in the center, so hopefully we can win this fight and make sure we get that alpha this turn. We really need to make up some of those points. And then for contagion points, getting 2, 1 for each tree still. And then getting the command trait from my general, so I'm going to get an extra 1. And then I'll get 3 for having Maggotkin in my territory. I still don't have a unit wholly within Jesse's territory, so I'm not getting that extra 3. So that'll be another 6, bringing me up to 12 contagion points. So I might be able to summon something in this turn. And then for some casting, I'm going to start again with Gift of Disease. So going off with a 6.
Definitely want to try to deny that.
Yeah.
So Lady Olinder. No.
It's going off. Let's double check. It might actually go off on a 7, but I'm pretty sure he gets +1 to cast his Gift of Disease.
Spreading the...
Yeah, he's got a... can't remember what it is that he gets a bonus to. Yeah, just a 1. Oh, that's the relic I'm thinking that can give you a +1. But the spell gift goes off. It's probably going to go off on a 7. It's a 6. We're good.
Spread it.
Sorry about that long figure out there, guys. Sorry, I was double checking the wrong thing at first. So Gift of Disease is going to be on the same targets as Jesse's stuff as a move, and it's going to give everyone up to their second disease point here, which is awesome. Then we're going to go with Be'lakor. He's going to try and Feeble Foe on the back unit here on a 6. Gets it with an 11.
We'll try to stop that.
Yep.
Why not?
2 boxcars. Oh,
no. Almost.
Almost. And then he is also gonna Arcane Bolt. No, he is not. And then Glottkin, he's gonna do Abundance of Flesh on the front unit of Blightkings. He gets that with a 7, so that's the extra wound per model.
I'll try to stop that one.
Sure.
Nope.
No, goes off. And then he will Mystic Shield himself. So it will be a 9.
And from the Spirit House with the Arcane Tome? No.
No. Perfect. And I guess we already forgot even. Heroic actions. I'll get the extra command point on the Glottkin. He will get it. You do get a heroic action now because I'm gonna. My wheel is gonna rotate to number 5. So what's your heroic action gonna be?
We're just going to try and get a command point on Lady Olinder.
That's your thing. He does not. And now we moved up to 5, so we've got subtract nauseous revulsion. So subtract 1 from charge rolls for enemy units that do not have the Nurgle keyword, and enemy units that do not have the Nurgle keyword cannot finish a pile-in move closer to a friendly Nurgle unit than they were at the start of the move. So no piling in combat here,
wow.
which is really great for me in this instance. Doesn't help Be'lakor though, because he doesn't have the Nurgle keyword, so Jesse still can pile into him. So always remember that, because it said against Nurgle keyword than they were at the start. But that's going to be it for casting. We've got our heroic actions, and we're going to get right into turn 2 movement phase for Maggotkin when we get back. Alright, so after the movement phase for Maggotkin, Plaguebearers staying locked in, Be'lakor staying locked in, my general hiding, getting kind of hopefully out of position, make it at least so if someone tries to charge him, they'll have to fight with Be'lakor. Blightkings both moving up, getting ready to charge. Jesse doing a nice redeploy, getting 5 inches, spreading out this unit of Blade Geist, so I can only kind of really end up charging them unless one of these Blightkings gets like a crazy roll on their charge and can get all the way around. But the Glottkin certainly will have to go just in front, but should be able to get these guys in there and get that objective, no problem. And there's my Lord of Blights as well, just coming up behind. Maybe get him in there and use his awesome command ability with the Blightkings. With that, we're going to get into the shooting phase. And then again, at the end of the movement, this unit getting another disease point for being within 3 inches of one of my units in the movement phase. And we're going to shoot with the Glottkin, his awesome 7 pukes. Going to go into, I guess, this unit back here again. Still that back one, just missing the 1. So hitting on 3s. Oh, and there's 2 6s, so they get 2 more disease points. And 4. And then, oh, just 1 wound.
Okay. Blocks it.
Blocks that. That's okay. 2 disease points. I'm happy with that. And then we will go right into the charges. So we're going to start with the Glottkin. He's getting a 7. He's going right in there. And yeah, he definitely can't fit up there because too much movement trying to go up the terrain and down. Way too big. And then I guess the front unit of Blightkings, because they're the best ones to try and go around if they get like an 11 or 12 here. Oh, they get a 10, so we'll see where those guys end up. I might be able to tag the back ones. And then the rank behind, it's going to be a 3. I don't like that. Do I want to reroll it? Sure. 4. I think that's still a fail. We'll double check. It's the far one there. They might just make it. And then the Lord of Blight, he's going to get in with a 10. So we'll see where all those guys end up. Don't need to do any charges here. My general does not need to be in combat there. All right, so we'll show you guys where all those charges end up. All right, so after the charge phase, absolutely everybody was able to get in. Both Blightkings, the far back unit, that would have charged second. The unit of 10 being able to tag in after they pile in will absolutely tag the second unit. Glottkin slamming in, would love to do his Mountain of Loathsome Flesh, unique rampage, monstrous rampage, but of course Hunters of the Hearthland, so I cannot use it and create a nice hole for him. But nice and good surrounded here, getting all of our charges feels really good. But now the question is, which unit do I feel like going with first? I think too much matters. Yeah, I'm going to go with the back unit of Blightkings and pile those guys in there and try and tag at the back unit there and see what we can do. Alright, I'll just do that pile in. Alright, I decided actually, remembering that Jesse can't pile in, so I don't need to pile in with those back guys and get more of Jesse's guys potentially to attack back. I'm going to actually start with the Lord of Plagues because I'm going to use his command ability, Relentless Attacker. Oh, no, sorry, that's the Putrid Blightkings. But his unique command ability, which allows him and a unit of Putrid Blightkings wholly within 12 inches of him to both attack in unison. So he's going to attack, and then this other unit right beside him is going to attack. So I'm going to attack with him first, and he's going to try and pile in as far over as he can so I can make room for another Blightking there. But he's going in with his 4 attacks with his awesome axe, and he's going to be hitting on 3s.
Going to be using Discorporate on them?
Yeah, because I'm trying to hopefully, if I can wipe these guys with these 2, make a hole for the Glottkin because he can pile in, and then he has long reach to hit at the back unit there. So hitting on 3s. Woof. It's 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. He gets a wound. 3, so going through for D3, 2 damage. Stops 1, so 1 damage so far. And then gonna pile in these Blightkings real quick. Alright, so the Blightkings have spread out, all piling in, all getting within 1 inch reach to get all these awesome attacks. So we're gonna get 25 attacks from the Blightkings going into Blade Geist here. And I think we're gonna go with all out attack because I want to make room for the Glottkin here. So hitting on 2s. Just a few ones, Try not to tip any. Ooh, can we get this in 1? Oh, I don't know. Nope.
Nope.
Alright, roll a couple extra extra there. And then wounding on 3s here. Extra ones here. Perfect. So that's pretty good. So that's going to be 5.
Yeah, I can just roll those in.
Okay,
Make it a little bit easier.
a little bit easier instead of counting there.
Just looking for 4s and then 5s. Just 1 damage each?
Yep, 1 damage.
Okay. 5s.
So you can take 6.
Yep.
6.
5.
5. There we go. Man, they were resilient. That increased the ward save is just so awesome.
It's so powerful for them.
Yeah. Alright, I guess we didn't make a big enough hole. But that's okay.
Just clobber them.
Yeah. Alright, and then it's going to be Nighthaunt's choice. So where are we going with Nighthaunt first?
Let's go with unit into the...
These guys here?
Yeah.
So just the 4.
Just the 4 there. 34.
I want to all out the bounce. Sure, all out defense on.
Alright, so Lady Linda. Sorry.
Yep,
So
denies
it.
So that CP is gone and then wasted. And I can't all out defense anymore.
3s. Ooh, almost lost them.
No 6s.
3s again.
3.
3 at -1.
So no save, so just straight to my ward of 5+. So takes 1 damage. That's a wounded Plaguebearer. Okay. So those guys have gone. We can wait. And we can go with Blightkings. But we're just going to pile those guys in first here. Alright, so after these guys piling in, able to hopefully finish off with just 2 more Blightkings, those last 3. Make a little bit more room for the Glottkin. And then 2 are going to be going into the back unit of Nighthaunt there. So into the wounded unit first. Hitting on 3s. Bunch more disease, but those guys are already max disease. And wounded on 3s. So it's going to be 6. 6 again.
Okay.
And we do it. 4 up save. Ooh, but they still get Discorporate, so 5 upward here. Oh, so 4 going through, and that'll finish them off. And then the other 2 from the unit going into the fresh unit of Nighthaunt. Or Blight sorry. Ooh, awesome. I got 4 6s, so that's going to be 4 disease points on those guys. And then to wound is going to be 5 wounds.
5. That was block 1.
And then 6 upward for you, just 1 damage. So 4 going down in the back there. And then it will be your choice, and I'm guessing it's going to be that unit. I think you'll...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well you can't pile in, so... just
be
the
1,
3 with 1 inch? I think
yeah.
that back guy's still within 1 inch. Double check that.
I think he might be out, unfortunately. Yeah.
You go?
Just barely.
So there's 3 blade guys getting to swing back at the Blightkings. See it. So 1 auto and 1 hit.
Regular.
So 2 wounds, -1, so going to 5 up, and then 5 upward. So it takes 1 damage. On that Blightkking here. Ooh. And then we're going to pile in the Glottkin real quick. Alright, so the Glottkin piling up. Blightking's kind of blocked him to get a little closer, but he was only really going to reach with his 3-inch weapon, which is his tentacle. So he's got 4 attacks with that, hitting on 3s. So there's an extra disease as well.
At max now.
Yep, and then 2+ to wound. 2 wounds, minus a lot, but it doesn't matter. Oh, and he stops with both the 3 damage weapon.
Right through me.
Yeah. And that's it over there. And then I guess it depends. Be'lakor might have to pile in here and might trigger these guys. We'll make sure. I'll see if I can keep him out of it. Alright, actually, he decided to go with my Plaguebearers first, so it will be easier for Be'lakor to pile in and not tag one of these other units potentially. So just going with the Plaguebearers really quick. So hitting on 4s. No 6s? Ooh, only 2 hits. And 3s to wound. 1 wound. No save. Or no rend.
Blocks it.
Blocked it. Alright, and then now Be'lakor can absolutely just kind of toe a little closer to get all of his awesome attacks. And let's see if Be'lakor do better this time. Blade of Shadows, hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's pretty good.
A little better.
Wounding on 3s. And it all falls apart. 3. Jesse's gonna stop all 3. Oh, 2 get through. 2 damage each. So 4 damage.
6s.
Oh, stops 2. So 2 damage. And then the claw hits. Wounds. Stopped. And the tail hits. Doesn't wound. It says 1+, but you can't wound. Again, what did he do? He killed 2 again? 2 again.
Good job, Be'lakor.
3 more turns, you'll kill a unit.
Master of Shadows.
The man. And that's going to be it for combat for turn 2 for Maggotkin. So we will get Conquer here for battle tactic, and then we'll secure one of the betas and then the alpha objectives. So we will get 5 points for Maggotkin after turn 2. I don't think there's any battle shock unless you're auto passing. Because here you lost only, what, 2, 3?
2 or 3,
so
yeah.
they can't fail. And then that one lost 4, so they could fail. No, they're bravery 10.
Yeah, bravery 10.
So, nope, you're fine.
I do need to do your contagion though.
But yes, we do need to do contagions. And then, so end of combat, everyone within 3 inches of one of my Nurgle units gets an extra contagion. So if those guys are already max, they're fine. But only if they're within 3.
Okay.
So I think these guys are just going to get one.
So I'll go up to 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see how much damage we can do here, because we got some pretty high ones here. So the unit of 4 has 4 on them. Let's see what we can do. 4+. So 2 mortals on those guys.
Yeah.
So it goes through. Okay, so that might affect Battle Shock more, because this is at the start of Battle Shock, right? Oh no, that's only 4 dead there. That'd still be fine. The unit behind them has 4. Takes 2 mortal wounds. So it takes 1. Melinda has 2 on her. She's fine. The back unit of 2 takes 1. And
Unit.
takes 1. And then the Guardian takes 1.
Guardian.
He's fine. And then over here, that unit has 7. That's the big one. Oh, we only got 3. That's still pretty good. So 3 on the unit there engaged with the Blightkings.
Let's roll it over here.
Yep.
Yep.
So all through, and then 2 on the Spirit. And the Spirit takes 2.
Okay. Spirit.
Yep. Takes 2. And then everyone goes back down to 1 disease point. So beautiful thing about Nurgle and that disease is it just keeps racking up and slowly doing that trickle damage here. But I'm pretty sure we're about to see Lady Olinder's D6 heal. So a lot of these guys are about to stand back up. But so as I said, that's 5 points for Maggotkin after turn 2. But Jesse still has a chance to score for his turn 2. So like I said, we got a long way to battle back points-wise for Maggotkin. We'll be back with Nighthaunt, turn 2, hero phase.
Alright, so starting off, I'm going to be trying to go for the battle tactic Conquer. So trying to steal the middle objective back from Patrick. I'm also going to be using Lady Olinder's special ability that lets her bring back models to every unit on the battlefield. So D6 to every Nighthaunt unit. So starting with the 2 that are left there. So they get 3 back.
Those guys are down a few.
1 in the middle there.
Yep.
2 back. Unit over here. It's 6, but I think they can only take 2 back.
Yep.
And then the unit in the back here, which we did bring back 3 from the Spirit Torment at the end of the combat phase. But they'll also get back another 4.
Perfect.
So we'll set those up and then I'll continue with my hero phase here.
Nighthaunt ranks filling right back up, especially this unit on the right here, getting a nice big heal, especially with the Spirit Torment combo. It's really awesome. And then what are we gonna do for heroic actions?
So for heroic actions, I'm gonna just try and heal him up a little bit.
This guy back there, sure.
he's good.
Got it.
So he heals back up to full.
I think I am going to Finest Hour with Bellicor.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like he wants to help fight over this center.
So he's going to cast Spectral Lure on the far unit over there.
Sure thing.
Trying to get back even more. So goes off.
With an 8. Bellicor says
Oh,
no with a
says
12.
no. All right. We'll also cast the Fights Last on... Let's do it on the big Glottkin.
Alright.
So it goes off on a 6, I think.
Yep, you got it.
It's a 7 actually. So
oh, okay. There
fails. And then Lady Olinder is going to cast her signature spell on the... let's do Bellicor actually. Doesn't go off.
Alright, so that's it for casting. And then we'll get right into Nighthaunt, turn 2, movement phase. Alright, so into the movement phase for Nighthaunt, Chain Rasp popping up. Jesse doesn't want me to potentially summon from the tree here and scoop this objective as he moves his other unit of Blade Geist over to help come in and secure the center. Unit that was locked in the center, falling back, kind of stopping me from doing any kind of redeploys because there's not a lot of room to stay away from 3 inches from everything. Be like a tiny little hole here. Really wouldn't give me much movement. Bellicor's still there. Both other 2 units moving up, getting ready to charge in. Olinder moves slightly to the right to get within 12 inches of the Glottkin. The other 2 characters both advancing far and away from the Glottkin and the Blightkings menace. But the reason Jesse moved Lady Olinder within 12, because for those of you who don't know, the Glottkin, the end of the enemy movement phase, if there's an enemy unit within 12 inches of him and another friendly unit of mine, they may attempt to charge for a command point, which I'm obviously going to do with the Glottkin and those front Blightkings, but on a 5+, he can stop
Come
us
on,
now.
Lady Linda, this would be big. No.
And it's going off, so the Blightkings are charging 9 inches.
They'll definitely get into something.
And the Glottkin is going 4 inches. So he might make it. And we'll show you where those guys end up. Alright, after the charge, Blightkings and the Glottkin both slamming into those Blade Geists as they tried to flee away. And then that's going to be end of the movement there. So they're going to be the only unit to get an extra disease for end of the movement phase being near Maggotkin, within 3 of Maggotkin units. Then we're going to go into shooting.
Just going to try and lift the veil at
Bellicor.
Bellicor.
From Olinder to Bellicor on a 2+.
No!
No, it's a 1.
Alright,
that's it for shooting for Nighthaunt, or screaming, or whatever she does.
the veiling.
The veiling. Who's charging first?
So we're going to go with the small unit back there.
Sure thing. So that's a 9.
So they're going to go into... pile into these guys here.
Yep. Perfect. And then who else is doing charges?
So we're going to go with the
Unit here.
there.
4, so they're going to go into the Plaguebearers.
Yep.
And then front unit.
Front unit.
They're going into Plaguebearers or Bellicor.
So it's not quite a 10 what I was looking for, so they'll go into the Plaguebearers as
looking
well.
for fight last.
So I'll pile those guys in after.
And
Just
the
trying
last-
to get a 10 on Bellicor if I can.
There's the 10.
There's the 10, so we're make Bellicor fight last for sure.
Yeah, because you can't give him -1 to his save, so you don't need to do that one too.
Exactly.
And then these guys only have a 6+, so you only need to do it once to them.
So I'll give him -1 to hit then.
Yep, perfect. All right, so that's going to be it for charging. I'm assuming Olinder is not charging to her doom.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be able to anyways.
All right, so we'll see where these 3 units end up in just a moment. All right, so after the charges and maneuvering, everybody kind of slamming in here, just utterly surrounding these Plaguebearers, showing off those awesome new tokens. So the Plaguebearers are going to be stunned and shrieked, so they're -1 to save and -1 to hit. And then Bellicor is shrieked and petrified, so he has -1 to hit and he is striking last. So since Bellicor is striking last, Jesse doesn't really need to be too worried about going with anything really in the center here first, because Plaguebearers don't have a lot of output, and since they're so heavily surrounded and tagged by multiple units, I have to attack like multiple units here, so I can't really do enough damage to either of these like fully more rejuvenated units, and really can't focus into that unit of 5 like I would want to. So that leaves the unit of Blade Geist, who got countercharged, but since it's still battle round 2, Jesse can't pile in, and his guys are not able to get as many attacks as they would like, so he's got 4 guys going into the Blightkings and 2 going into the Glottkin. So 4 into the Blightkings.
Just trying to hope to get one down if I can.
Yes. So 4.
4 minus 1.
So go into 5 ups. And 5 ups. Oh, 3 damage.
Alright.
So one's got 1 wound on him. I think that will finish one.
Alright, and then into the Glottkin, sorry.
1 hit. And
1
wound.
wound. Minus 1.
He's good. I think he's good. Still check. Pretty sure he's 4. Yeah, he's 4. Just like the Blight King. It's that mortal Nurgle save. And then, I guess since they've gone, definitely going to go with the Plaguebearers just so I can get as many attacks out of them as I can. Going to go with the 4 in the back here into the unit here first. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4's good.
Nope, we're good. And then I think it's all the rest can go into the front unit there that is not fully 10.
Yeah.
So it's 2, 4, 5 guys plus my sergeant for an extra. So 2 hits from them, no 6s, 2 wounds. Both going through. Both going through. So 2 down from this unit right here.
So I'll just go down the line with these. I'll
Or
start.
you can just right? We can just,
Yeah.
we're going to add it up and they're just going to all attack at once because it's not going to matter since you can't pile in and what's attacking can only attack that unit anyways.
And then Bellacor's fight last.
And then Bellacor's fight last, so we can just, everything can go into him as well here.
Okay.
So we'll just count that up real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, so as we said, some of you guys probably realized, like, wait, you're playing Crimson Host. What happened to the Mortal Wound Impact? We had to retcon and do that immediately, and yes, I might have messed up a little, but Plaguebearers didn't really do anything. And the roll ended up being very bad off camera. Potentially, he did just about 3 of the units into Be'lakor there. So we had 21. He only ended up doing 3 damage, and then did a couple impacts here and killed one of the Plaguebearers here. So sorry for getting that sequence out of order, guys. We get a little excited sometimes just playing through, but we got to remember to do things in the correct order of operations. Now we're going to see those attacks. So these are all into the Be'lakor one or the Plaguebearers?
These are the Plaguebearers.
Into the Plaguebearers. Got it.
Ooh. So I'll just take out the 2s and 1s. And then
6s are...
yeah, and then also just 3 more off camera here just for
Yeah.
I need extra.
So many dice.
And some more 6s there. And then 3s to wound. Can just use these if you want.
Yeah, or just use all those. That's a lot. Let's see it, Be'lakor.
So these are the into the Plaguebearers.
Oh, into the Plaguebearers,
Yeah.
sorry. So just on their ward save.
Yes.
So 5 ups. It's not looking good so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's the squad.
Yeah, should be enough.
That will finish off my Plaguebearers. No! And then just a couple into Mr. Be'lakor here.
There's only about 4
4?
going into them.
Okay.
So there's the extra attacks for the charge. Got some 6s at least. Lots of 6s.
Lots of 6s.
And then
So that's going to be 6, 8. 8 saves on Mr. Be'lakor, 4 ups. That's perfect average, so he's taking 4 more.
alright.
He's got 7 on him. And again, explaining why we did all that all at once, just because with fight last, and the Plaguebearers already have fought. You can just get all those attacks out of the way here because Justine already fought with these guys, so these 2 attacks are not going to impact what happens over here, and Be'lakor has to wait for all these attacks anyway, so it just really helps us cut down on this unit, that unit, that unit, this unit. So we can go right back over
To the Glottkin.
the Glottkin.
So I'll be using Discorporate on this unit here, I think.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just going to do his Tentacle and his Maw at the same time here because they're the exact same profile, it's just the range on them is different. So we're going to see, hopefully, oh no, one, yeah, they're both -2 free damage. So we're going to, hopefully he can finish these guys off. He's going to go with all-out attack.
Alright, we'll try to stop it.
Yeah. Stops it. Alright, fine.
No all-out attack for
So
you.
hitting on 3s. It didn't matter. I didn't roll a 2. And wounding on 2s. So 3 minus, doesn't matter.
Boom!
So 1 gets through, 3 damage.
5s. Boom!
Whoa!
That's a
my
good roll.
Goodness. Alright, and then his scythe. 4 attacks. No all out, so 3 still. And 2 wounds.
Okay.
Stops those 2. Holy.
Tankies. Tanky ghosts.
Stops an entire attack from the Glottkin. Alright, okay.
What do the Blightkings got? What do the Blightkings got?
And then Blightkings, so
This will
there's
be 20,
there's
I think, 'cause
4,
this guy's-
yeah, because you finished off the 1. So it's going to be 20 attacks from these awesome Blightkings. And then a couple more here. So hitting on 3s.
2 contagion so far.
Yeah, I think I got like 1 or 2 from the Glottkin. I failed to mention there. So lots of hits. And 3s to win.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Let's get these here.
Yep. Oh,
Lost one.
so 4 ups.
Are they 1 damage each?
You 1 damage, yeah. And 5 ups.
Nice. Not bad at all.
So takes. Oh, it's 4 there.
Oh,
so
sorry about
takes 6. 6 more going down. Hopefully we can finish him off with Relentless Attackers. And then we will go to Mr. Be'lakor. Just double check how many attacks he has on his after he's been degraded. Alright, so Be'lakor's down 2 brackets, so he's down to 6 attacks with his Shadow Blade. I'm going to put all of his attacks into the unit of 5 here to try and finish them off. He's got his -1 to hit, but he is +1 to wound because of Finest Hour. So hitting on 4s here. Yep, 1 hit.
Oh.
Wounding on 2s. Hey!
Good job, Be'lakor.
Way to
Good
go,
job.
Be'lakor. Hand hits. Wounds. Stops it. Tail. Fails. Be'lakor does nothing.
He's trying. He's trying.
He tries. Alright, so we roll disease, see if we can finish off that unit over there. On 4s. It's going to be 4. We could do it. And they save 1. They save 1.
Oh, yeah, 1.
So just 1 blade guy left over there. And then I guess you have command points left over. Yes? So
Yes.
you can auto pass morale.
It will.
They can issue to themselves because they're.
No, I was just seeing if he was Holy within 12, then I could bring back 3.
Oh, right. Yeah, within the Spirit Torment. Absolutely.
But he's just outside of Holy within.
Alright, so yeah, the Plaguebearers are gone. Oh, I still got 1 in there. Just to get them out. Those blade guys with their blades can be hard to maneuver around. But you're going to get the Alpha objective for 2 points, Battle Tactic for 2 points, and a Beta objective, so getting you 5 points again this turn. So it's 11 for Nighthaunt to 5 for Maggotkin. And then we're going to go turn 3 priority. And all the objectives in this one are prime objectives, so we can't burn one of them here. See it. Oh, I got to see his
5.
first. I don't like the pressure. Hey, we win ties. Thank
All
goodness. We are going into Maggotkin, turn 3 hero phase. Alright, so turn 3 hero phase for Maggotkin. The Wheel of Rot has gone to the Rampant Disease, so I get +1 to my disease rolls at the end of this turn. So guys are going to take those mortal wounds on a 3+ instead of a 4+. It's really strong, so we want to spread that disease out. Battle Tactic, I'm going to do Monstrous Takeover, and I'm just going to do it on this back objective here, because I'm probably going to just pull Be'lakor out so he's not so surrounded, and just get him into better position so I can potentially bring him back, heal him up a little bit. I guess no, that Blightking's wounded, so I don't need anyone's getting free heals because nobody else is wounded for Nurgle. Gonna see if we can get some extra contagion points from General's command trait. Nope, we get no contagion for that, but we're gonna get 2 for our trees, 3 for having a unit wholly within our own territory, and then 3 for having one of our units in the enemy territory as well. So that's going to give us 8 contagion points this turn, bringing us up to 20 total. So we're getting pretty close to that awesome 30. And then we're going to go right into some casting. So we're going to charge, going to do the Gift of Disease from our general here. That's going to be a fail. And then Be'lakor is going to enfeeble the front unit touching him here, kind of on the bones. So he gets that with an 11.
Ooh, might as well try since I have 4 denies anyways.
Yep.
Nope.
Goes off. And then he will Mystic Shield my general. Gets it with an 8.
Sure.
Denied.
Yeah.
Alright, Glottkin going with Arcane Bolt. Gets it with a 7.
I want to stop this one.
Yeah.
No.
Goes off. So we'll be able to unleash that and hopefully kill that Revenant and then be able to move. And then his last spell, he's going to give the Fleshy Abundance to the Blightkings up front there. Goes with a 6. Goes off. And then the only other thing I guess I would have done, sorry, again, out of sequence slightly, I would have just tried to rally that Blightking. No, I didn't.
Gotta go for it.
Gotta go for it.
And
every
then
time.
real quick, I'm just gonna be trying to heal her with mine.
Yep, for your heroic action.
Just didn't want to cut you off there.
Yeah.
And so she'll just heal the 1.
Yep, and then command. I'll try and get a command point on the Glottkin. He gets it as well. Perfect. And then we'll get back after Maggotkin movement phase. Oh, I guess I'm gonna unleash the Arcane Bolt for D3. For 2.
Alright, let's see 2 6s.
1 6.
Not enough.
So he will be free to maneuver, thankfully. And we'll be back after turn 3 Maggotkin movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase for Maggotkin. Blightking's advancing over. My general advancing out from under the dino, trying to get back to a safer distance. Be'lakor retreating, getting me my monstrous takeover objective because I can't fail to give up another battle tactic as I'm down too many points already. Lord of Plagues advancing up. And then Glottkin moving around with the Blightkings, going to try a long bomb charge, but not before trying to vomit all over someone. So he's going to try and vomit and finish. Let's go with the Guardian of Souls. That guy over there. We don't like him. Vomit him for the kill, or should I just try and kill a Linder? She's just going to keep healing. Guardian of Souls.
Alright.
Hits on 3s. 1 extra disease point. And wounds on. So 3 saves.
Blocks them all.
Whew. Good job, buddy. He takes a disease point. And then we're going to get right into the charges. So, Mr. Glottkin is going 9. I'm probably going to have to measure that quick.
Can get into
make
him
1
for sure. That's going to be a close one.
Okay. As long as you can make the Spirit Torment, that's fine.
You can make it into Linder if you want.
Perfect, then we don't need a reroll. And the Blightkings, please come with us. Rerolling. No, not with a 1. 6 inches. They might make the Spirit Torment, but we'll see. We'll see where those guys end up. Alright, so the Blightkings were not able to make it across to get into the Spirit Torment, but Glottkin has more than enough room to get in there and slam into everything. And I'm going to do his Mountain of Loathsome Flesh right into Lady Linder. Gets it. It's going to be 5 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
5 mortal wounds. But she's got a Wicked Ward save. And
She makes
she
all but 1.
takes 1 wound. Alright. We definitely want to kill her. But we also want to kill those blade guys. I'll do the 4 attacks with his tentacle into these guys, and then I'll do the rest into a Linder.
Okay, I will use Discorporate on the
Unit I'm attacking?
Yep.
Got it. Alright, so tentacles into those guys, and we'll be using all-out attack, so let's see if it's negated. Ooh, Glottkin! Nope, he's okay. So it's going off, so in on 2s. 3 wounds.
3.
Stops them all again.
4 up, baby. Always.
Ethereal. And the Maw into a Lender. 3.
See if we can do it again. No.
2 going through, that's 6 damage. Oh my god.
Takes 1.
Yep. And then 4 attacks with the Scythe. 3 hits. And 3 wounds.
Yep.
2 through.
2.
For D3, 3 damage. Takes 2. Wow, man. Rolling insanely above average for those. For them armor and those war
I'll take
saves.
it. I'll take the
Can barely get through.
the 90% 4-ups.
Right? Alright, that's it for me. So then do a bunch of pile-ins from Nighthaunt and see what they can do to the Glottkin. Alright, so 2 units blade guys piling in, getting 5 attacks, 4 attacks. 4 hits.
3s. 1.
Whoa.
There we go.
Why can't you do that for saves? He takes...
1.
Nope, stops.
Oh,
with his war.
nice. Okay, so Lady Linder. That's 3s and 3s.
Never seen her in combat.
I know, she always dies before I get to use her.
2?
2 at -2.
2, so 6s. Oh,
2 damage each.
5 up, let's see it from us. No, 2 damage. That's okay.
And then 6 Spectral Claws. For 1 at -1.
5 up.
That's good.
That's good. Alright, so he takes 2 damage. And that's going to be it for combat there, so definitely don't get that objective again. Alpha is still in the center, doesn't want to leave the center there. We've rolled the 2 every time. But I will get 1 for the beta and 2 points for Monstrous Takeover. So we'll get 3 points this turn, bringing me up to 8 points against Jesse's 11 so far. And then we're going to get right into some disease rolls. So see if I can do some more damage around here. Kill one of these guys? No. And it's going into the front unit. Or it'd be 2 on them because they're fighting Maggotkin, so they take 2.
Take 2.
Take 2. And then the other 2 beside him take 2 because it's on a 3+ this turn. So they take 1. And then Olinda is going to have 2 as well. She's taking 1. She's fine. Spirit Torment takes 2. So you've got 1.
Just 1. Yep.
That's it. And then 2 on the Guardian. Takes 2. Loves it again. And then on the last unit of 10 over here. Nope, they're fine. Alright, so that's going to be it for Maggotkin turn 3. We'll get right into Nighthaunt turn 3 hero phase. Alright, turn 3, Nighthaunt hero phase. What's happening, Jesse?
So I'm going to be trying to do have 2 of my units in your deployment zone for my battle tactic.
Yep.
I'm also for hero action. I'm going to just try and we're going to give finest hour to
Linder?
I think she wants to run away.
Yeah, no.
We're going to give it to you know what? We're going to just try and heal this man's. Why not?
Heal the Guardian?
Yeah, get him back to full.
Got it. I'm going to try and heal Bellicor. He will heal as well for D3.
Right.
He gets 1.
We're going to be casting Spectral Lure on the far back unit with 4 in there.
Okay.
So try to bring back some models. Goes off.
Oh, just
Bring back
2 more.
And then we're going to cast Lady Olinder's signature spell into the Glottkin.
Got it.
Doesn't go off.
Aha.
And she's also going to cast
Spectral Tether on herself to teleport away.
Maybe on a 6. We'll see.
Yeah.
We unbound it.
Yeah, I think
It goes nowhere.
Goes nowhere, and then he's just gonna cast. We'll give. Let's do a 5-up ward on himself.
Ooh.
Goes off.
It's with a 12. Try and stop it. Oh, no, 15.
You can't. And I think that'll be everything for my hero phase.
Yeah, and just to point out, like something if people aren't familiar with the Glottkin, so we go into the start of the movement phase. He has a special rule where people, if he rolls higher than someone's bravery, he forces them to fall back out of combat from them. Otherwise, they take D6 mortal wounds. But again, this unique setup against Nighthaunt really they counter that move because they want to fall back and countercharge anyways. But just something to note with the Glottkin that you're probably wondering why nothing like that is happening. It's because against Nighthaunt, it's really not that great.
Can't really get it off too much.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll be back after turn 3 movement phase for Nighthaunt. All right, so into turn 3 movement phase for Nighthaunt. The Guardian of Soul is advancing, flying far away. Olender pulling out of combat. Chainrest moving up slightly. Plaguebearers moving back a couple of the units. One unit staying in combat, just as we made note of that, so we're going to try and show it off. I've got to beat their bravery, which is 10. So no, they're fine, so they're not going to take the damage. And he's doing this with one of his units, so the Glottkin can't trigger the Blightkrieg and do the counter charge again, which is a really smart tactic in this instance. And then that is going to be it for Nighthaunt movement. Oh, and the last unit of Plaguebearers just back here. So Jesse has his 2 units. I think he even has 3 units wholly within my territory now.
I'm also just going to try in the shooting phase, sorry. But
lift the veil.
Yeah, lift the veil on the Glottkin.
For 2.
2 mortal wounds.
So 1 mortal wound. So he's got 3 damage on him. And then we can get right into the charge phase.
Yeah, so starting with these guys, the Plaguebearers.
Plaguebearers in the center here. So they're going 9.
Okay. And then we'll also do them as well.
Yep.
So let's do it over there.
So they're going 7. And is that going to be, I think that's it.
That's going to be all my charges.
All right, so we'll show you where those guys end up. All right, so after those 2 units charge in, it's around the Glottkin. Going to do their mortal wound impacts. For 5 plus, 5?
Yeah, 5.
So 5 mortals, 5 upward. So he stops 1, so he takes 4 more. So there's 7 damage on the Glottkin now.
Then the ones on the far side are going to be attacking.
Yeah, and this pile of those guys already in. So going in with their attacks.
Might as well use all of attack on.
You got it.
2s.
I guess I'm using all-out defense if Olender lets me.
Let's take a gander, shall we? Yeah.
Olender says it's okay.
This time.
Yeah.
It'll be 7.
7? So he is shrieked and stunned, so he's -1 to hit and -1 to his save, so he's still just -1, so he's going to 5 ups here. It's okay, so takes 4 so far, and 5 up again, so takes 3 more. So 10 damage on the Glottkin, so he's half-life, and then he's going to go into, I think it'd be best to go into this unit because they'll get to pile in and get more attacks over this unit.
They can't really get any more in.
Yeah. So going to that unit, just gotta double check how many attacks now. Since he's got 10 on him, he's just lost 1 attack with his tentacle. So he's down to 6 attacks with the tentacle.
So I'll use Discorporate on the unit that you're swigging at.
Yep. But I'm -1 to hit, so he's going up to 4s here. So this is the maw and the tentacle.
Might do more damage this time than
right. 2s, so 4. Come on. Let's get some tentacles through. Hey, 1 through. So 3 damage.
3 damage.
But then Discorporate, so 2 damage. And then 4 attacks with the size, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. So 1 more save.
Get another one? No.
Just killing 2 again.
We'll just pile these guys in.
Yep. So I think, but they're still, now they're down to 5, so they can get out of coherency and they'll all get in, no problem.
So this is the one that didn't charge, so they don't get the extra attack.
Yep. So just 10 attacks.
1, 6. Ooh, not bad. So it'll be another 7.
7. So 5 ups. Ooh, not 1.
Then I've got
And 5 ups. So he takes 6 more. So he's got 16 on him. I think he might be going down.
only
So
4 more.
Okay.
Some 6s. Please. So it'll be 5.
5. Can he do it? 5 ups. Oh, he will live. With 1 wound remaining.
Oh, come on!
1 wound remaining. Alright, so I definitely need to win priority so he gets a bit of health back. But that is going to be it for turn 3 for Nighthaunt. So with model count, still keeping the alpha, you get your beta, and battle tactic was
the 2 in the
back. So that is again 5 points for Nighthaunt this turn. So that'll bring them up to 16 to 9 over Maggotkin as we roll for turn 4 priority here. Oh, I need to win it again.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't lose it against the 1, so I will have to go, and we'll get right into Maggotkin turn 4 hero phase. Alright, turn 4 battle tactic for Maggotkin is going to be, what is it called again? Nurture the Gnarlmaw. So keep all enemy units more than 12 inches away from friendly Gnarlmaw that has an enemy unit within 12. So these guys are within 12, just slightly within 12 of the Gnarlmaw. So if I can get rid of these guys, or even if Jesse redeploys outside of 12, I will get that battle tactic. For summoning, or contagion points, I'm going to get a wheel rotated, so I get an extra, now it's the non-numbered one, so the one that you only get if you actually go past 6. You get an extra contagion point for each Gnarlmaw on the battlefield. So I'm going to get 2 for each Gnarlmaw this turn, and then I'm going to get 3 for having a unit in both Jesse's territory and 1 unit in my territory, so that's another 6, so that'll give me 10. And then my command trait from my general will give me D3 for 2 more, so I'm up to 32 contagion points.
I'm just going to be trying to heal her for mine.
Yep.
My battle tactic.
Your heroic action?
Heroic action.
So she's getting 2 back. And then also, so at the start, the Glottkin gets to heal D3. This isn't from like heroic recovery. This is the Nurgle healing. So he's going to get 2 back. And then my heroic action is going to be, I think, Finest Hour on him, trying to keep him alive somehow. So we'll do Finest Hour there. And then for casting, he's going to try, I guess, Blade of Putrefaction on the unit with the size they're being proxied today. So that fails. Then he is going to Mystic Shield himself with a 5. So easy deny, but
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll try to deny it.
Denied. Then going to go to Gift of Disease, from my general. That's going to be a fail. Oof, new dice. And then Bellicor is going to Arcane Bolt. Gets it with a 9.
Try to stop it. Why not?
Goes off with 6, or goes off with the 9, sorry. And then he will Enfeeble Foe onto, I believe, the Reapers here with a 9.
Goes
That's
off.
it. Alright. I'll double check that range on it. Otherwise, it'll just go on this unit here. And with that, I think we can get right into the movement phase, and we are going to be summoning this turn finally. For those who don't know Maggotkin, 30 is the best number to get to for contagion points, and you'll see soon enough. Alright, so end of the movement phase. Blightkings moving up, getting ready to help charge and push these guys off the Gnarlmaw. Bellicor flying over, hopefully coming in the clutch when I need them. My Lord of Plagues moving up and over, getting ready to help support the Glottkin. Same with the Blightkings in the back, moving around the last rock there. And then, lo and behold, our great summon, 30 contagion points later, we have our awesome Great Unclean One ready to bear down and finally bring some presence to the left side of the field. And hopefully, if he makes that 9-inch charge, that would be amazing to pile in and wreck some Chain Rasps and get right into it. So hopefully he gets to do stuff. All right, going into shooting, the Glottkin is going to shoot point blank into the unit of 4 here. And I forgot, he's down to 3 wounds, so he's only got 4 vomits in him. So hit on 3s. 3 hits. 2 wounds. Stops them both.
Hey.
All right, and then we're gonna go right into charging. Be'lakor, he's in. Blightkings here. They are in with an awesome 11.
First part of the plan completed.
Yeah.
Let's hope Be'lakor can get it done.
But need those guys there for redundancy. The Blightkings in the back are going 3, and that's all they need. And then Lord of Plagues, he's going 7.
The big one.
And then we'll grab 2 new dice for the Great Unclean One. Let's see it. Whew. We're going to spend the command point. Yeah, he's outside of 12 over Linder. That's an 11! He is going places, and we will come back and show you where these charges end up. Alright, so after the charges, Blightkings slamming in with Be'lakor to surround the Nighthaunt, pestering my Gnarlmaw. The Great Unclean One getting right in there, just slightly within an inch of the Guardian to do his stomach extra special stomp right into him. 2+, that's going to be 4 mortal wounds right into the Guardian.
Not the Guardian.
And he takes
3.
3. So he's got 1 left, unless he's got 4 wounds. I'd love it if he had 4 wounds.
1 left.
And then Lord of Plagues charging in, and the Blightkings over at the top there. And that's actually where we're going to end up starting, because we're going to use the command point with the Lord of Plagues. Right, should I even risk it?
Do you want to risk it is the question.
That is a good question. Because if you would deny that, that would be...
Very...
No.
Because you have to fight with him first.
Yes,
right?
he has to fight first. And then he makes Blightkings fight right immediately after him. Whew.
Gotta start playing the thinking music.
Yeah, I know. Dun 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 dun. Cue the Jeopardy. Sorry, guys. I think then I have to go with just the Blightkings in the back, so I don't risk it. So then there's less coming into him, because you have to do 1 unit at a time.
Yeah.
You don't have any charge impacts this time, so I will go with the back unit of 4 first. So that's going to be 20 attacks, because these guys are just
beasts.
Awesome. Gotta love a model with 4 wounds, but has 5 attacks. Oh, we gotta grab a couple more there. And we're gonna try all out attack. Olender says
yes.
Yes, it's okay. So hitting on 2s, because I really want to wipe this unit. Taking away those 1s. So 17 hits. Oh no. Oh, come on, all 1. And then wounding on 3.
That looks pretty good.
Pretty good.
Just pick those ones up.
Yeah, so 14.
Oh no. Come on, ghost.
So they're gonna. I think I like it. I don't know.
We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
6s.
Above average. So 5 dead. That's not gonna wipe them. Oh, well, hopefully they'll finish with relentless attacks at the end of the combat phase. Haven't been able to show that yet because the Blightkings have wiped the previous units. Alright, so there's the Blightkings gone, so now back to Jesse's.
I guess we're gonna just try and go into Mr. Glotty.
Mr. Cloaked.
So just pile
So
on.
it's just gonna be 4 still.
Yeah.
So just 8 attacks.
Pile those in to make sure they're in coherency still.
Yep.
Now I kind of don't want to kill him, but I wouldn't be sad if I do.
Yeah.
But I do want to go for bring it down on him, but if I do kill him, I will save a bunch of.
That's pretty good rolling.
So 3.
-1. -1, but he's finest hour, so he's back to regular because you negated Mystic. So stops 1. And then 5 up. Nope, back down to 1 health.
Alright.
Again. Alright. Glottkin.
I think that makes sense. Try and kill off the...
Yeah, he's gonna put all the tentacle and the maw here, and then he'll put his size into that last 2 over there. So actually, I'll just do the size first against the smaller unit first. So he's 4 hits, and then wounding on 2s because of Finest Hour, so 4 wounds. And 3 going through for D3. Please roll high. Oh, 6 damage should make them go down. They're going down, those 2.
These ones, right?
No, that was into the last
into the 2. Okay.
2 back there. And then the maw and the tentacle again. Now he's still back to the last bracket. He's only got 1 tentacle attack, so still 3 maw attacks again. So hitting on 3s. It's going to be 3 hits. Fix that on Bellicor in a second. And wounding on 2s. So 3 into the unit of 4.
3 to the unit of 4.
Fails 1, so 3 damage.
Okay. 6s.
Nope, so gets 3. And then the extra disease on them as well. Didn't matter for the others.
Okay.
And then back to Jesse.
I think I'm going to go with these ones, actually. Try
Okay.
and lessen the attacks from those if I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 feet.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
sorry.
so 10 attacks.
And these ones are actually going to use all out attack.
You got it.
They are elite, so they can issue it to themselves.
Auto, 1 miss.
So 6.
6.
Minus 1.
Let's use those
Yeah.
real quick. 5 ups. And then 5 ups. So take nothing. Wow.
The Nighthaunt.
Love it. Okay, so since those guys have gone, those 2 are safe to act. There's only the 1 model here left, and I really want the Glottkin to live, so pile in and save him, Lord Plagues. 4 attacks. 3 hit. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 1 through. D3. 1
You
damage.
can do it 6.
Gets him.
Boom.
Saves him.
Saves his
Glottkin
buddy.
will live. But will let now Jesse potentially get his. Bring it down.
Go Guardian of Souls first.
You got it.
I don't think he's that good. So we've got 3s and 3s. Auto wound. Ooh.
3 minus.
So -1 on that 2 damage.
Ooh. So it takes 2 there. I have to double check the great and clean one save.
I think it's a 4-up.
It is a 4. So yeah, it takes 2, so 4 damage. And yeah, it takes 4. All right, I'm gonna be right back. And it'll be, I believe, his turn to swing. All right, so Great Unclean One's gonna do Nurglings into the Guardian of Souls, and then his sword and dagger are gonna go into, or sorry, the flail and sword are gonna go into the chain rasp.
So the chain wraps are actually going to be using Discorporate. I really don't want to lose that objective if I can help it.
I know. I actually should have saved my all-out attack over here because I forgot this guy hits on 4s with the sword. So 2 hits, 3s, 2 wounds.
All right, so 5's up. Blocks 1.
4 damage.
See some 5s.
Stops 2.
2. Didn't even need it.
Yep. And then the flail for 5 attacks. So hitting for 4. And then 2 extra.
Flails on 3s.
3s.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just the swords on 4s. And then 2 extra disease points on those guys.
Okay.
And then wounding on 3s.
Falls
1.
apart.
Yep.
Blocks it.
Oh, 3 damage too. And then the Nurglings, 15
The
attacks.
Guardian.
Hitting on 5, so it's really more. Looking for some 6s. Like 3 more there.
So 3.
3 more disease points on the Guardian. 4 hits. And then 2 wounds. They might kill him. 1.
Plus 1. 6!
No, they will kill him. Go Nurgle!
Ah!
But then we will definitely not have enough to secure that objective, but that's still okay. Just getting rid of one of Jesse's heroes definitely always helps. 1 less deny. 1 less cast.
And he heals models.
Yep. And then Chain Wraths. Avenge your Guardian of Souls.
Yeah, they can try.
Oh, he did it. He's already got 4 damage. He did 4 damage to him.
Let me get that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Lots of attacks. Beauty of being 25 mils. With 1-inch weapons, you can do 2 rows.
So 4s. And 4s. So 6, or sorry, 7.
7. 4 up. And then 5 up. Oh, so he takes 2 more. So he's
We
taking
scratched him.
6. Got some damage on him. Alright, so that's all the fighting over here, all the fighting down in the center. Now we get to
The
do
big one.
The big one here. Can these 6 blade guys survive? What is it going to be, like 38 attacks? Something like that? No, 25 and then like 8 from him. Sorry, 33. Something like that.
Can they do it?
Can they do it? Alright, here we go. 25 pickup. Oh, so close. So hitting on 3s. It's not looking good.
2 contagion?
2 contagion. Ooh. Definitely below average. Oh, I forgot those.
Yeah, the ones on the side.
No, I didn't. Then wounding on 3s. Oh
Oof.
my. Oh my. So 7. That's 3.
Pretty good. 6s.
That's 2 going down. And then Mr. Bellicor.
Can you do it? Can you
Can
step
he do
up?
it? Yeah, that's 7 with the shit blade. Whoop. 6. 3s. 4. 3 fails. 6 damage.
He could do it. He could do it. He does it.
He does it.
He
got
doesn't
it.
mess up again.
Bellicor, my man.
Finally does something.
Woo woo! Alright, and then we get to give out some contagion. So these guys are going to get +3 for being near 3 units.
Good one.
And then they're going to get an extra 1, and then everybody else is good here. So on the chain rasps, they're getting 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. Yep.
2 going down. And then onto the blade guys in the center. They're getting 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And 2 going down.
2 for me.
And that's, we needed 2 more down to just get the objective, thankfully. But we don't get this beta. So we will get our battle tactic for there no longer being any enemy units within 12 inches. Oh, is he within 6?
He is.
No. Then I misspoke. Because if spirit's within 6, right, then you've got what here? 6, 8 to my 7 again.
Yeah, I think he should be within. Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's within. Again, outpushed by 1 guy. Oh, that's brutal. Get me every time. Well, take his mortal wound. Yeah. And then Lady Olinders anyways. Forgot to roll those 2. He would take a mortal wound, but that won't kill him. And that's going to be it for turn 4 for Maggotkin. Of course.
I rolled the 6
Jesse
on
rolled
it.
that real quick off camera. He rolled the ward save, of course.
Extra salt.
And so that's going to be 3 points for Nurgle this turn. So that's going to bring it up to 16 to Nighthaunt to 12 for Nurgle. And we'll get into Nighthaunt turn 4.
Alright, so for my battle tactic, we're going to do bring it down on the Glottkin. He's only got one left, so hopefully we don't whiff that. And then for heroic action, we're again just going to try and heal Orlinder.
Just healing.
Heals for 2.
2. I guess we want a command point on Lord of Plagues. Okay, that's it.
Okay. We're going to cast...
Change that guy back to 1 now.
So he's going to cast Fight Last on the Glottkin.
Uh-oh. I don't want that.
I don't think it goes up. I think I needed a 7. And you
Stopped anyways.
And then, so she's going to cast... Let's do her signature spell onto the Glottkin as well. Goes off on a 7.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it goes up. And real quick, I'll tell you what that does, just so the viewers know. So it's going to give you subtract 1 from hit rolls and attacks.
Awesome.
And I get to add 1 to hit rolls for my models.
Oh, that's a really
Pretty good one,
spell.
yeah.
That's a wicked spell.
And then I think that should be everything in my hero phase. So I'll just go to movement.
Alright, so into the movement phase, I think Orlinder moving slightly, making sure she can lift the veil into the Glottkin. Spirit of Torment moving down to support the Chain Rasp. And Jesse's last unit of Blade Guys coming down. Gonna try and hopefully get at my general there. Alright, so she's gonna try and lift the veil. 5 mortal wounds.
So it should be, it'll actually be 6 because you're within Terrify range.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it matters.
Didn't need it. So the Glottkin has fallen.
Oh! Saw how ugly she was and died.
And then that's going to be it for shooting. We can go right into, I think, the only charge, that 9-inch from the Blade Guys. Let's see it. Oh no, my poor general. You are in trouble, sir.
And then I'm also just going to try and get a Fight Last on him if I can, I think.
Oh, by charging, yeah, with one of the characters here.
This Spirit
Spirit of Torment. What do you get? I see a 5. I'm in disbelief. 7.
We'll make you a -1 to hit at least.
I mean, you don't have to charge.
I think it's worth it because then at least the sword's on 5.
Yeah,
like, I
sword...
really don't want to lose this objective is the thing.
Absolutely.
And then, you know what? Lady Linder will go in.
Ooh.
Boom, there's the 10.
There's Fight Last.
So that's pretty good there.
Yep.
As long as she doesn't die.
Yeah. And then we'll show you guys Blade Guys are about to surround that
So I'll
general.
just do that.
So after charge, as we said, the Blade Guys charging in. See those mortal wound impacts.
We've got 3.
3. 5 ups. So we take 2. And then Jesse's going to be piling those guys in, going in there first. As we said, then we go over here. I guess my Great Unclean one is going to try his Loathsome Flesh on the Spirit Torment for my monstrous action. Goes off.
Okay.
I think it's still 4 mortal wounds. He's got 6 on him. Yeah, it's still 4 mortal wounds.
4 more wounds. Just under you there.
Yep.
So yep, takes 4.
4. Love it. Yeah, really great stomp variations from like the Great Unclean one and Glot one just to get those flat mortal wounds. Can be really great. But now we are
6.
surrounded by 6 Blade Guys, 18 attacks. Can he survive? All out defense.
Well, he's all out attack.
And now 2s.
2 misses?
2 misses. That's not good. We get on 3s. Ooh. That looks like a lot.
So it'll be -2 because of their charge. I think I got it.
Oh, then I think he's out of the save because of -2 +1 here. He's only got 5 up. So it'll be a 6.
Yeah, because you all out.
Ooh, stops 2 to start. 5 ups. Let's see it. No. He is very dead.
Slain.
Slain. The sorcerer is down. The general has fallen. Alright, and then I have Fight Last over there, so
Oh,
Lord of Plagues. 4 attacks. 2 diseases. And 2 wounds.
No one.
Ooh.
I guess
And
all
then-
my stuff over there.
Yeah, everything over here can go.
Lady of Linders. 2 auto there.
3 hits.
So
3 wounds.
3 at negative 2.
2, so 6s. Nope. 2 damage.
Yeah.
So he stops
2.
2, but I think 1 comes back at you if he's still got that rule. I might be thinking old rules.
That's right.
Oh no. All their spectral things mess with a 2.
I am A-okay with that. Nope, I'm thinking old.
Old. And then we'll go with the Spirit Torment. So 3 attacks, 3s, 3s.
Yep. 1.
1 automatic wound, and it is -2, 2 damage.
6 up? Nope. Nope, so he takes another one there.
And then just pile in the chain rasps.
Okay.
6.
And. Whoop, whoop, come on, there it is. Chain rest, let's go.
Tip that one. Thank you.
So
5. No rend.
4 ups. 5 ups, make some of them. 1, so take some metal damage. Just getting there. It's over halfway there. And then
Then he gets to go, yeah.
Great Unclean one. I guess you have the pylon and swinging
Oh, yeah.
Black Plagues too. For those wanting proper order of sequence it, but it doesn't matter as the Lord of Plagues has already fought and he has to fight last. So I'll just get all that out of the way.
1, 2, 3, 4. One's in the middle. So 1 automatic wound. 4 successful. So 3 at -1.
3, -1. 4 ups. 5 ups. So he takes 1. 1 damage on the Lord. And then Great Unclean one. Here we go.
How does he want to spit?
So there's only 1 wound left on the Spirit of Torment.
Yep. Nurgling him.
Nurglings onto him. And the rest into the Chain Rasp because I want that objective.
Alright, I will use Discorporate on them again.
Yep. So he's got 11 on him. So he's lost 5 Nurglings attacks. Oh no. And I'm -1 to hit, right? So
Yes.
hitting on 5s with the sword. Let's see it. 1. And it wounds.
Chain rasps. Block it.
Oh,
They dodge it.
again.
Right through him.
Plague Flail. Hitting on 4s. 3 misses. 1 wound. Oh my goodness.
Dip, dodge, and
The armor
ethereal.
of Ethereal has stopped me this day.
It
And then
has.
the Nurglings.
Can they do it? I believe in them.
Hitting on 6s. No hits.
Oh,
Alright, nothing from the Great Unclean one.
we've neutered him.
And that's going to be it for Nighthaunt turn 4. And that's going to be, they get the beta, the alpha, and the other beta for 4 points. And Battle Tactic for another 2 points. So that'll be 6 points for Nighthaunt, bringing them to 22 to 12 over Maggotkin of Nurgle. And with that, that's going to be the end of the game for Maggotkin, unfortunately, because even if I could wipe the board, somehow get super lucky and totally eliminate, win priority, wipe the board, I can't come back and get 10 points. The most I can get is 6 points for my turn, and then I guess 3 points for my battle tactic, but I would have to wipe the board.
Yeah.
And I have to win priority here. So essentially we can roll for priority. Just to get to 2. I get a 2. So I do get priority, and if I wipe the board, I can win it. Well, I guess with that, we're going to see...
We're going to go for it?
Go for turn 5.
All right,
I guess I
it.
didn't think I could because I could get max points, 6, 8, and then battle tactic is 11, which would bring me to 23 to your... What did I just say now?
I have 22.
22, right? So that would be... no, you got a bonus point. You're at 23.
All right, for the monster.
For the monster slay. So the most I could do is play for a draw. Let's go for a draw.
Let's go for a draw.
We haven't seen one of those yet. All right. Maggotkin, turn 5. Man, how quickly my mind just changed there. All right, so turn 5 for Maggotkin. We're going to go for Broken Ranks, killing the Chain Rasps. For cast, I'm going to do Enfeeble Foe right onto the Blade Geist in the center. Goes off with a 6.
We'll try to stop that. No.
Goes off. And then he's also going to charge Mystic Shield. I guess, yeah, he'll put Mystic Shield on these guys. With an 8.
Well, I guess we'll let that go off.
Okay. Then we're going to do Plague Wind with the Great Unclean One. So he gets that with a 9.
Try to stop that. Nope. Goes off.
Okay. So he's going to give, drawing a straight line, so he's just going to give the extra disease point over here to each of these 2 guys here.
Okay.
So they're just going to go, they'd be at 2 and then 2 again. So we already did the contagion for last turn. Then he's going to do Arcane Bolt. He gets it with an 8.
I'll let that go off.
Okay.
And I will do, for my heroic action, I'll do Finest Hour on
Spirit?
Spirit Torment.
I'll
just
do
to try and keep him alive.
Finest Hour on this Great Unclean One. And then Contagion points are going to get 2 for the 2 trees, 3 points for having a unit in my zone, 3 points for having a unit in Jesse's zone. But he has a unit slightly in each zone, so I don't get the extra for no enemies in territories. So we'll get 8 points again, bringing me up to 10 points. And we'll definitely summon something with those 10 points as we go into Maggotkin turn 5 movement phase. Alright, so in the movement phase, Be'lakor flying over to support the Great Unclean One. Blightkings each moving up on their target priorities. And then we're going to get into D6 vomits from the Great Unclean One. 6 vomits, all going into the Chain Rasps. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. Oof. And then wounding on, since he's got so much wound on him, 3s. Just 1. 2 damage.
Gets him. Up 2 damage. 1 damage.
1 damage. Alright, and then we're going to go into charges. So, Be'lakor, he's going to charge 10, flying in. Blightkings in the back here are going in 8. And then these guys 3 inches away are going to go in 6 as well. So I'll show you where everyone ends up. Alright, so after charges, Be'lakor is in, Blightkings all nice and comfortably slamming into those ghosts. Mountain of Loathsome Flesh is going into the Spirit Torment. Goes off for still 3 mortal wounds now.
3. Gets him.
And that'll kill him. And then Be'lakor will just roar Olinder. And he roars her.
Alright.
Just in case she wants to do something.
She wants to try something.
And then I'm going to go with the unit of 5 into the fresh unit of 10. So I need 25 attacks from the Blightkings. And if I can't wipe this unit, that is the game. But I do have Relentless Attackers potentially to help mitigate the last couple of guys at the end if it gets down to it. So we will see that. Plus disease roll.
I'll use Discorporate on them just to...
Yep.
Try and stop that from happening.
Alright, let's see. We got a few more roll right here. Doing an all-out attack on these guys because this is the biggest one. So we're removing those ones. And finally, someone who's not near Olinder to steal it. Ooh. Only
disease.
1 6.
1 so far.
8. Couple extras. And then wounding on 3s here. So
not bad.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. A little bit easier. 4s and 5s.
Couple more 3s there. Yep. So wow, 3 damage after all that. Yeah, there's no.
Dang.
I do not think that's even enough because Relentless Attackers is just 1 guy per. Yeah, so I could do 5 more mortal wounds, and then there is more than 5 of the blade guys left. Jesse can auto pass morale, so those guys will automatically live, and they can just fly away, and we'll get Jesse his battle tactic. Even if he has a scoreless turn 5, he just has to fly away and keep one single model of blade guys alive. So that would be it here, unfortunately, for us. I thought that unit might have done a bit better, but the Ethereal, coupled with the Discorporate command ability, getting up to 5 up ward, it's just really awesome. It's like I'm swinging at Blightkings, essentially, the exact same loadout without the Ethereal. But like just really awesome again, showing off. Again, we tried doing MSU, or recommended Jesse do MSU today because people have been mentioning in the chats thinking it would be a much better idea, especially for the Crimson Host, and today it absolutely was. The mortal wound output, again, was still there by multi-charging. Getting the multiple effects was much better and really helped hinder like things like the Glottkin and Be'lakor a bit more. So it was really great. As I say that now with Be'lakor, I never really did his ability. I don't think it really would have caused too much issue with this, just because there was no perfect unit ever really to kind of stop them from interacting.
We also did double check if it would work on her.
Yeah, I was really wanting it to use originally in this game when we saw what the matchup was going to be. That I was hoping I could stop her D6 heal, which she did like turn 2. But it doesn't affect those, so like she could still do that because it's just a War Scroll ability. So unfortunately there. We would just say for score-wise, final score, because you're at 23, you get Battle Tactic, bring you say to like 26 at least. Maybe I got the Battle Tactic here, and even the points, even if I got my perfect turn here of 6 points, that would finish me off at 18 there, you said?
Yeah, so 18.
So still not enough.
It's not really the first turn not scoring.
Oh
was
yeah,
the biggest.
A scoreless turn is not a good thing. I didn't realize how out I was on capping some of these. I was even talking with Jesse off camera just before this turn that probably should have went first because it'd be a better idea for Nurgle to always get on those objectives and just sit there, hunker down, and take the beating on the objectives because they can take it a bit better. But yeah, still great matchup today. It was like really close. Sorry it was a bit of a longer one. There was a lot of bit more maneuvering and things to consider in this matchup. But hope you guys really liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to All Things Gaming Grotz. And if you guys haven't checked them out already, be sure to check out Thunder Games and Gifts and check them all out for your used and new model hobby needs. Those guys will really help you out, and they're awesome guys.